Gwen was mentioning that taro root is good for men to help with their private part something. Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the province. Beautiful scenery, and why I always enjoy waking up here in the morning early in the province, because this scenery reminds me of exactly the same scenery which we had in way back in the Czech Republic before, because the situation of our house according to the countryside is almost the same. We also had a house situated right in front of the nice huge hill, which was mostly like covered in very thick forest. Here it's more like also like a jungle, tropical kind of forest, but the kind of the same scenery. The one crucial thing which is unfortunately missing is also there was 25 meters or 50 meters in front of our house huge flowing river, which we could immediately in the morning jump in, take a bath, relax and get ready for the day. That's actually the one thing I'm a little bit of disappointed we don't have here, but cannot do anything. We have actually amazing waterfalls going up there this way. But we did not wake up with Gwen into kind of happy morning because we were moved out. Boys moved us out, or actually I put as many things as possible here outside so we can continue on the work inside. So less of the things will get dirty, get dusty, or worse, get damaged. So today is actually Monday morning, which means we have a work later in the evening with Gwen, and we were able to sleep from Sunday to Monday at night, which is kind of very rare. We actually can have 2 days sleeping during the night as a normal human per week. We can sleep like this, so we really enjoyed it. And we wanted to sleep more, but we were actually woken up by... But luckily we can get back into work, and let's see if we can finish the room inside just in one day. Coming with that, the electricity is all set up in the walls as for the light, but there is actually a case which we are still not agreed on, if we would want to have the ceiling electric fans or the floor electric fans. Though we've actually prepared cables in case we would decide for it, but for now me and Gwen like kind of prefer the electric fans which are blowing the air from the side rather than from the top. Like, it makes a difference actually. But in case in any time in the future, like next year for example, we would decide we want to get the one huge electric fan here on the top, switches and electricity is there prepared. Like, as I was saying in one previous video, better have more electric plugs, more switches, more wirings than less. Because once everything is done, we would not be able to put any more wires, or actually we would be able to put more wires, but cutting in the new walls, grinding and placing everything new, like kind of a hassle thing. But those preparations for additional electrical things is ready, as well as for the lighting in the kitchen, lighting in the bathroom and toilet area. Also prepared wiring for the CCTV in the future. Well, we actually can ask Gwen what's the situation about it. How is that with the CCTVs or planning?
Oh yeah, we need a Wi-Fi first, so we can install it.
But actually the Wi-Fi is there, right?
Yeah, we can install it. It's 1,300 installment and 1,000 per month. But the Wi-Fi, the boys, like I talked last time, it's horrible Wi-Fi because that's what John Dave has and it's not good. It's so slow.
So there is also that other option like that
Yeah,
Starlink.
there are also this PLDT. Oh yeah, regarding with these wires, guys, we still need to remove this because it's Wi-Fi wire, and we are going to contact the owners if they can transfer it there up there because it's. Look, I can already reach it.
This actually has to be adjusted. Actually, in the previous video, as you could see, we were getting our electricity installed. The electrician came up to Gwen earlier if she is like okay with this kind of wiring, and we said like no, we've already submitted a complaint about how come they installed it in not according to the rules.
Yeah,
like everything, it should be like much higher on the column up there.
Yeah, but the electrician said they cannot do anything with it because it's not electricity, it's Wi-Fi. And if we need help, it should be the Wi-Fi owners, not the electrician, because they don't have any business with this Wi-Fi wires. Up there, the two big ones are electricity, which are already fine as well. But these two, I'm even planning to cut it.
Like it looks kinda, from this perspective, it's very short distance, but from this lower wires up to there, it could be like 2 meters distance, and it's actually already huge. It makes a huge difference.
If I have scissor, I would cut it. You know, it's my property. I'm allowed to do that. It's just I have respect for them. Waiting for them to transfer that. But if I'm crazy person, I could have cut it with scissor.
But once every person will lose the patience, and then comes the crazy things we do.
Yeah. But we'll see. They have to really make it up, transfer up there. Because it's crazy. It's like high-end. I can put clothes in that. Dry my clothes. And the owner of the other side as well, of the land here on the other side, she came and she was complaining about these wires as well, and because in the future she's going to plan building a house, and of course the house is second floor, I guess, and then the wires are already touching the floor, so that ceiling. So she was complaining, she was there. She said that this guy should remove it, or else she will cut it herself.
So we are gonna have a neighbor right here. Right behind all these trees, bush and plants is covered exactly the same same land, just like me and Gwen has, going up in the slope, and the lady, the owner, is planning to make a 2-story house there. So we will see when and how we are gonna have our soon neighbors. One more thing, what actually Gwen decided for and wanted to try yesterday in the Sunday afternoon, how we can make the kitchen cabinet looks nice. So what Gwen actually wanted to try, she bought a vinyl wrapping that we would wrap the cabinets into. Unfortunately, this certain vinyl wrap is very thin. It's like literally the plastic bag you will get your grocery wrapped in the mall. So it's not really good for wrapping the plywood cabinets into. But what I decided for, I was checking already different kind of vinyl like this, certainly for just the plywood cabinets, which is slightly thicker but already made a huge difference with the installation. And probably the framing of the cabinets will be dark color, and the doors of the cabinet will be kind of the same color as the tiles. So it will be, in my opinion, a nice contrast between light and dark color. Like the installation was like kinda hassle because there are air bubbles. We did not have an air gun, so it was just an attempt. This was very cheap vinyl.
I'm planning
So-
to buy wood panel, flute wood panel.
Oh, so plans changed
I
again.
ordered already.
So plans changed again,
Yeah,
but
ordered a brown one.
something rather being solid, like a little thicker vinyl, or as Gwen is saying,
Flute wood panel. is
wood
better.
panel. Then also some handlebars and also some locks,
You can put the handles once the flute is already installed. Okay.
of course.
Of course.
In the previous video I was talking about that Gwen and the manager are like a duo together who sticks together about the house design. So exactly like this they are over a day. Phone, both of them, Pinterest, and checking all the designs and saying this is good, this is not, this is nice, I hate that. Everything works. Here at Kuya Jaymar we are moving forward. First layer, you can see a huge difference between 2 layers and just 1 layer. About the structure as well, I will try to show the difference. The second layer already sanded with sandpaper, and just 1 layer you can still see the structure of the cement on the finishing walls. So letting it dry before applying the second coat. So we will finish all the area around with the first coat, let it dry, afterwards the second one, and sanding out everything, smoothing and getting ready for the paint. And the color of the walls, like for me the white would be the best. Plain white, simple, shiny, looking clean, then some crazy colors. I came from the Czech Republic. Communism was there, socialism was there, and through the years of my childhood, no matter if in our house or in grandparents' house, the walls were green, blue, yellow, red. Also the different kind of ornaments, like it was like also a kind of vinyl tape with different kind of ornaments pasted on the walls, like glued on the walls, like not really that common these days, but in the past it was a sign of a luxury. Looked absolutely disgusting. I will find a picture, I will put it here what I mean. I hope we will stick with just the white paint. Is it?
I want some beach color.
So we are not sticking with the white color.
One beach and white. The beach. I'm designer to do. I'm good at designing.
Gwen is designer one. Gwen and manager. I'm just here for the hard work. For every time when we go to public market, I always find out a new vegetables which I haven't seen in my life. How it's called?
Buting.
So this is buting.
Buting.
Buting, like root. Is it growing in the ground? I would say like root. Once you will slice it, pure white color, slice and peel. So today purely vegetable soup. Like for us it's gonna be late breakfast, early lunch.
Taro root.
Oh, it's a taro root. After slicing it like little cubes, it was very hard like a potato when it's raw. But once I cooked it, let's say not really long, 15-20 minutes, it became soft like a boiled potato. And the taste is not really anything special, I would say.
It's delicious when you make it a soup with meat. It's very delicious.
But because of we don't have meat, you have vegetable.
Yeah, it's good as well.
When was mentioning that taro root is good for men to help with their private part something.
Yeah? I don't know if it's true. So what do you hear?
Let's see. The one very big advantage and amazing thing I love here in the Philippines and in the province. You crave for eating chicken, eating fish, eating something sweet or eating something cold. You don't really have to travel to the nearest store or to the city far away. There are always gonna be riders like this on the motorbike or in the little trucks selling those things you crave for. So Kuya Jaymar went down and we've got this. How is that called?
Gulaman dessert. Gulaman dessert.
Jelly, condensed milk, water.
Banana, the green one.
Banana as well. Stored in the styrofoam fridge with ice. How much? 10 pesos per cup. Perfect. We saved ourselves plenty of time traveling for some kind of delicacy to the city or to the nearest store. So
But what struggle about those things, like for example, it's very noisy and I'm always awake from sleeping in the morning while I'm still working at night.
yeah.
At every 10 a.m.
The sellers of the fish most of the time riding a little truck with fish loaded at the back with the huge speakers where there is a song or they are saying like they are coming around selling fish, so everyone can hear them because the speakers are on the highest volume. That's always the thing what wakes us or what actually wakes Gwen in the morning when she's sleeping. When she sleeps. Perfect. Nothing like this in Europe.
I made like that in Europe. You didn't like it.
No. I mean the service that you live next to the road and you can get those things.
Yeah, everything. Which is also very nice living beside the road actually. I like living the road.
People in the comments were saying why if it's not annoying for us to live next to the road. Like me, all my life in the village, I was living next to the road. My bedroom and window was facing right on the road. So traffic there was during the day, during the night. And over those decades, you will get keen on that. And in the end, you don't hear that noise from the road anymore. And Gwen was exactly the same down there in her village. Exactly the same scenario. Also, house facing right next to the village. So
like the noise coming from the trucks or from motorbike is not noisy at all, but if it's like noise, like sound noise, for example those kind of music announcement, those are noise. But if it's noise from the transportation, it's not noisy for us.
yeah,
We're used to it already.
exactly. Like one way or one thing living in the village or in the province. It became kind of a trend in Europe that people who live in the city found it like it will be better in the village, so they sold their flats, apartments in the city and bought the family house in the village. Afterwards complaining that it's noisy in the village. No, in the village, because on the village people are working, for example during the weekends, during the way there is also traffic, there is farming, everything. And those people from the city are surprised how come it's not peaceful in the village.
Yeah. And you know guys, what's also one of the advantages of building your house beside the road? It's Because here in the Philippines, if you're going to build it away from the road, maybe 20 minutes or 10 minutes walking, expect that you also have to pay people to deliver your materials. And those delivery guys, they are not doing it for free as well. And for that, they are just going to put it beside the road, and you also have to hire other people to deliver it for you, and you have to pay. So for other people who are building houses, for example, away from the road, they have to pay people, for example, for each of those hollow blocks, they have to pay one person 10 peso or 5 peso for each of the hollow block and carry it. And there might be instance hollow blocks are gonna get broken while they are lifting it going to your house. So that's also one of the reasons why Kuba and I decided to build or find a lot beside the road, actually. And sometimes it's also hard for us to find a lot beside the road because most of the people are building houses beside the road as well here in the Philippines. Yeah, because if you're gonna build your house away, you're going to pay double as well.
Yeah.
And it's not guaranteed your materials are safely being carried by those people, and it's always broken. As the same as my cousin who was building two-story. If you remember, guys, that Kuba and I went for a birthday party, that pink house, and she said she told me that she struggled a lot with her materials. For example, hollow blocks. She had to pay people to lift those materials like cement, hollow blocks, and all of the stuff needed, and she had to pay double as well. And what's more annoying, for example, she ordered 300 hollow blocks. She let those people carry, but you know how many hollow blocks arrive in her house? 50 hollow blocks from 300. That's the disadvantage as well. And she said she was so frustrated about that because almost everything was broken. So at least ours, we were able to use everything.
Now, there is always one thing and another. You may have a house very far away from the road where it's quiet, peaceful, but always one thing and another. She wasted so much money on the materials, driveway, and also like the very disadvantage thing, there is the way leading to her house is literally just for walking or for the motorbikes. But she has two cars or one?
One car.
One car, one huge pickup truck, and she's not able to drive the car near her house, so she has to leave it beside the road and walk 300-400 meters to the house.
Yeah, and that's something I don't want to happen for me, that walking, going home, and takes time, and you know.
And for me, it's something I don't understand.
I don't want, honestly, that way. That's why Kuba and I really decided to find a lot beside the road, something that has papers, because there are a lot of plain spots here. Yes, there are, and beside the road, yes, but they don't have papers, so we don't want to buy something without papers as well. It could be some problems or troubles in the future at the same time. And that's something also difficult here, honestly, in the Philippines, about those lots that has proper documents. Mostly no proper documents. I'm not generalizing everything, but it's how it is here. Like a lot of land for sale but doesn't have proper papers, and a lot of people were scammed about that as well at the same time. Even the water station, Kubi, it took them 1 year for them to finish or to continue doing the water station as well, because it's first time we will have a water station or water here in the future. But for them, they had to pause it for 1 year, because when they started building it, another owner came and she said that she is the owner, like that. So they had to file the case to the court, stuff like that. So it's like there are times that though you have a paper, but it's not guaranteed that the one who sold the land is the real owner. And that's something Kuba and I were very careful about choosing a land for sale. That though our land was so difficult and we had a lot of work to do, but for us it's, you know, it's worth it, though we are going to spend a lot of work for it and we wasted a lot from it as well. But for us, it's a perfect spot, and maybe it's not gonna happen once right now that we will make everything, all of the work done, but we are going to do it slowly and slowly, and everything will be done in the future, the same as other people as well had the house. And even if the house is done, actually there's still always a lot of work to be done. There's always gonna have a lot of work to finish actually, but we have the perfect spot, we have the perfect mountain view, we're living beside the road, and it's also not hot here actually, guys. Though you're telling us that our ceiling is very small or short, but it's more than enough because the situation here is not hot. I mean, it's so windy at night, it's so hot, and Kuba and I are trying to steal the blanket to each other because it's very, very cold for us. And imagine we don't have aircon, and it's still very cold for us, especially at night. And during the day, though it's sunny, summer for example, it still feel relaxing. Like the temperature is not that hot if you are in the city or if you're down there in the village, because here it's windy.
Yeah.
It's perfect spot.
Like the temperature under the shadow is perfect. Like of course once you would get here right under the sun, it's hot.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy to be working under the sun, but later in the late afternoon, early evening, the digging continues
Yeah.
for me.
But it's also the same situation as what the girls had actually, guys, that they also had a mountainous part this area before. But before, since another person bought that area, he's a policeman, he started backhoe, doing the backhoe excavator, and now the area is kind of slope, so that's the reason why the girls had more space up there. But in the future, it's so slow up there as well, and the police officer is still planning to build a house there. And because he talked to us last February, and he was here, and every morning he was coming here as well, like cleaning the area, stuff like that. And he said that he's going to build a house in the future. Paul, gipangita ka Paul Shopee.
Things are going nice and smooth. That's important, it's smooth, because we want smooth walls. Yeah.